I've been thinking about how Nintendo is like held to such a high standard. Because let's be real, if Skyward Sword wasn't a Zelda game, people would probably like it a lot more.
I don't know if I agree.
Well,
I think it's more like, I think maybe people would be kinder to it and see it as kind of like a flawed gem.
yeah, exactly. Since it is a Zelda game, and Zelda games are, like, you expect such greatness from Zelda, that this game that's honestly good, but not a masterpiece like most Zelda games tend to be, people would really shit on it. And that's the same thing with, like, a lot of other Nintendo series. Nintendo rarely makes truly bad games. They just make games that aren't up to the previously met standards. What Nintendo games in recent memory are, like, just bad, poorly made bad games?
I would argue Skyward Sword was mishandled enough that it could go below good. I LP'd it. I was there.
I LP'd it. I was there. I lived it.
But all the problems I hear about Skyward Sword are like, yeah, these are in a lot of other games. And some of these games are not as, like, harshly looked upon.
But now he could see Skyloft with his own eyes, though he was not the first new arrival. Overrun with monsters, the floating island faced imminent destruction. Though vastly outnumbered, Link did not hesitate. He and his allies
This isn't even like a
into the
knock
fray
against
to
people
save
who are
Skyloft
hating
from
on
disaster.
Skyward Sword or anything. I don't have any connection to it. In fact, I almost respect how much people expect from Zelda games. That a game like that was kind of disappointing.
I guess to me the biggest problem, like, because this is talking about a game that occasionally gets brought up, but to me it was just like the gimmick of, oh look, the sword can do this, this, and that, was that was like the big selling point. Unfortunately, the rest of the game had to suffer because of that.
It was the selling point, and it wasn't very good.
Yeah. I didn't have many control issues, but sometimes when I wanted to do like a thrust or something, it would not respond.
The game was pretty much a tech demo for it. It wasn't refined enough to earn it.
To give you an idea, Skyward Sword is the only Zelda game I've never revisited.
Wow.
Every single Zelda I've played and beaten at least a few times, that one was one and done. Like, nothing about it made me be like, man, I want to come back. Like, this is awesome. Breath of the Wild, I did 2 playthroughs in less than a month.
I feel like I did like 4.
That's how good Breath of the Wild was.
Alright.
Wind Waker, I've played a bazillion times. Half of that, though those times were unintentional, but still, I did it.
What do you mean unintentional?
You accidentally beat the game.
Like,
No,
like, you tripped.
There was a time when I was getting ready to do Wind Waker, where I basically would have to wait in order to, like, render my videos. And so what I would do is I would play Wind Waker while I was rendering the videos, and I would get so far in it, because the software I was using was a piece of shit, that I would end up basically beat the game like once a day for that week. I was that good at Wind Waker.
I thought you tripped, knocked your shelf over, Wind Waker fell out, the disc flew out of the case, landed in your GameCube, and fucking closed, turned on because, like, a rock fell off of your shelf and onto the power button. Then you, like, rolled around. You rolled on your GameCube controller enough so that you started the game, and you just kept trying to get up, but you couldn't. But you kept on putting in the exact inputs on this fucking controller.
This is a long explanation, goddamn.
Yeah, I know. It takes a lot to accidentally beat a game.
Okay, well, it was the Wii U version, first of all.
Oh, excuse me. The plot holes aplenty, I guess. Oh, look, it's Fee-Fi Fo-Fum. I'm here to tell you what the B button is. It all started in 1985.
Link frowns.
You are not the master, but I don't need no master. You're now master.
Oh my.
Necessary. You will not succeed without me. Okay.
Now listen to the history of the fucking B-button.
Okay.
In the year 1983, they released the Super Famicom. Who the fuck are you?
It's me, the Super Famicom.
I shall carry this pumpkin soup. You were never that useful.
And you were never that quippy or goofy. This is Hyrule Warriors trying to save her character.
My man Garahim.
He's one of those things where it's like, parts of Skyward Sword were good. It's just that it was outweighed by a lot of mediocrity.
Groose and Girahim were all great. I liked Zelda and Link's relationship. I liked the story. I didn't like Fi, and I didn't like the controls. And there was a whole lot of that.
Yeah, I also didn't like going back to the Imprisoned to fight it, but now with another limb.
But Yoshi, hands.
Well, you do raise a fine argument, hands. I mean, I would forgive all of it if you could just have a patty cake competition, but you can't.
That would be amazing.
It's just like, Link, Patty.
Shit, he can't talk! Oh no, we're gonna die!
Quick, he needs to get back to Skyloft. Give him the sailcloth, so that way he can fly up and jump off to the other side.
I'm here to help. Whack. Ow, I can't think.
That is my one use as a god.
That's why they call me a bonehead.
Ooh, another thing I remember not liking. The last bit of the game being a fetch quest where you just go here and you swim for music notes.
Oh yeah, that sucked.
Then there was the whole Tears of Light thing where you were in that other dimensional realm thing, which was fine, but I don't remember being like, oh dude, I'm so glad this is back. All I remember thinking was, really? That being said, I am interested in the speedrun development of Skyward Sword. There's been a lot of cool new major skips found, but other than that, that's still not a game I'm gonna go back to play. I finished it, and when I did, that was it.
Well, the speedrun stuff is fun because they bypass so much of the story and all that.
Yeah. And honestly, like, when they skip, like, a lot of the if they can find a way to skip the later half of the game, I'm like, you know what? If I play this game by skipping most of it, it turns out to be pretty alright.
I'm back. I had to take that call.
Was it Nintendo saying, like, how dare you botch our Super Famicom trademark, or?
No, it was Michael, an old friend of mine. You remember Michael?
I think I do, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he was from that one time in Ocarina of Time, where. No.
Well, Jacob, there is a Michael in Ocarina of Time, so.
Is there?
No.
Yeah, you can't fuck with me because I don't know. I'll be going around. I'll be looking up like, wow, Michael must be like some like really hidden Easter egg. I'm gonna keep looking until I find something on him.
There's a Michael in my Zelda thing.
Oh? In a Book of the Traitor?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And he's not even a secret, he's right there.
Wow. Where can I read Book of the Traitor, by the way?
At lozbookofthetrader.thewebcomic.com.
Oh, damn. Put the link on screen, make it huge, and put it in a weird font. Bam, bam.
Wingdings, can't read it. You know what, I want the Skulltula. I don't know why, but I want it, so better go find it before it runs away.
Sorry, I'm always like fucking asking for editing shit. I just like editing gags. They're fun.
I feel like for, like, the 5,000 editing requests you've done, I think Thorn has completed maybe 2.
I know, right?
If it's like, oh, put her on screen, like, I remember that for Kat, because it's like, well, just have her show up. That's not hard. Look how ugly she is, but... I've never seen him, like... Oh yeah, I edited this entire sequence to a T, like Jacob said.
I actually remember that one time in a Grimrock where you said something funny, Yoshi. You were like, sometimes family kills each other, and I edited together like a little scene, like that made it look like a motivational poster.
I remember that.
Yeah. The fucking Travis Eagle.
God.
Super proud of that, by the way. That came out really good.
It did look pretty good. It's been a while since I've seen Grimrock. I should watch it again.
I rewatched it somewhat recently. It was Grimrock 2, yes. Ugh, I don't like Big Boy's thong.
Brought to you by Skyward Sword.
That one guy doesn't know what he's fucking doing. He was just running away. V, what are you up to?
She's carrying pumpkin soup. Not that you can tell.
Yeah, but she did say that one little quirky line.
Greetings, Bokoblins. Are you aware that you can up your shield by pressing the minus button?
Fair enough. Have a great day.
Thank you for calling.
She says that to me. Thank you for calling, Fee.
Thank you for calling Fee's Tutorial Service. We're the tootinest tutorials around. This is Fee. How can I help you?
How can I tune this for you?
How can I toot on you?
Why does my father want a divorce?
If you want your parents to prevent divorce, please press A, B in succession.
Please be a better child.
I gave you food. I thought you were going to behave. No.
You say to your son.
Please be a better fusion unit in the future. Thank you for calling.
All right. Martin is definitely a cat. He just likes to knock his food bowl off of the table. It's empty, so otherwise I'd be pissed. Sounds like
That poor guy was so ready to hit you, and he just disappeared in front of his face.
Sounds like you just hit Martin with a frying pan. I most certainly did not.
Got close.
No, I would never do such a thing to this old boy. And if I did, I wouldn't follow it up by saying, okay.
Not in such a disappointed, exasperated way.
Well, I thought that Martin's skull was made of titanium. Guess not. Martin's scratching my amiibo shelf. What is wrong with you today?
He wants a scratching post.
He does, but we don't have room. Our apartment's so tiny. We'll give him some pets. Maybe that'll calm his ass down.
Here I go again, Al.
This is the height of my godly duties. Move big rocks. Oh, I was hoping he'd fall through the little gap there.
Ooh, that enemy looks cool.
And now he's on fire and dead.
All right. Well, he looked cool.
If he can breathe. We've all learned something today.
She's got lungs.
Do you think they had to go up to the higher ups with that one? Like, sir, we need some approval for this line. She says she can breathe?
She goes, is that allowed?
Fucking... Yeah, sure, why not? Who was that again?
I thought you were just gonna jump off the island.
Just you wait.
Well, he could if he had a sailcloth.
If he had nothing to live for.
If he literally threw caution to the wind.
And himself.
I've seen very little Skyward Sword, but the only scene I remember is Zelda just pushing Link off a cliff.
I believe you could totally just like... Oh, no, I remember he automatically sprouts it, but I remember when she shoved me, I didn't press the B button because I wanted to splat on the ground.
I'm just reminded of, God, what was that? I think it was a scene in some Spider-Man game where, like, you had to do a quick time event. Like, this lady was like, Spider-Man, save me! And, like, you failed the quick time event. Spider-Man just face plants on the ground. The lady's just like, I'm going to die.
I'm going to die! I think that's from Spider-Man 3.
I played that game. I played Spider-Man 3. I played Spider-Man 1 and 3, but never 2, which is a shame, because 2 is apparently the really good one.
I think that's the one with the big open world where you could just swing around.
Yeah. I should play the new Spider-Man game. It looks so good.
It's very good. I haven't played it, but it looks very good.
I should also finish the fucking Arkham games. I played the first one, loved it, never really played much of Arkham City. Even though, again, that's the best one, apparently. It's one of those games I keep starting, but never getting far in. Oh, I'm just reminded. I got really lucky at the thrift shop the other day. I walk in. First thing I fucking see is a copy of Sonic 1, Sonic 3, and Sonic Spinball on Genesis. It's like shit.
And then you bought them, and...
Yeah, I bought them.
Okay, I thought the story was I saw them, and I was like, shit, and then I just sort of left.
Yeah, of course I bought them. The only thing is, like, the copy of Sonic 3 has this huge sticker of Blockbuster right there on the front.
Tainting it.
It's just a paper that is taped on there that shows, like, Blockbuster, the name of the game, like a barcode and shit. and it totally ruined the cartridge. I saw a video by Nintendo showing how to like restore cartridge labels properly, and I think I might end up trying to do that with Sonic 3 because, dude, the fucking cartridge is fucked.
Well, that just tells me somebody didn't return their Sonic 3 Genesis game 100 years ago.
And then gave it to a thrift store in St. Petersburg.
I know there's still one active Blockbuster.
Yep.
So I imagine that, like, if you try to return it, if they still somehow had a Genesis department, and, like, the guy looks at it and looks on the computer tied to the account, it's like, oh, sir, you owe $50,000 for this Sonic the Hedgehog cart.
Why would I go to Blockbuster to be charged $50,000?
Because your conscience finally caught up with you.
Wait, V just left?
I didn't help her out well enough.
Oh.
Oh. Ah, crap. Oh, thank God, checkpoints. We're good, we're good.
Alright, good. It's not like the last time. Hopefully you were checkpoint in a lose-lose scenario.
Nah, Fee should be fine.
Well, let's find out. First, I want that heart piece.
Yeah, if this is from around the time you got the heart piece, you have plenty of time.
Where is she, though?
Is she on your map?
Yeah, but I don't know where that is. Oh, there she is. Oh, man, she's really low. Saved her.
I'll get her!
Fee, you doofus!
I've been very much slacking on collecting Genesis games, come to think of it. I bought like a whole bunch when I first bought my Genesis. By a whole bunch, I mean like 4. And I've hardly bought any since.
Also, in that hypothetical scenario, the implication was it was somebody else, not you, Jacob.
Oh, okay. I thought it was...
Like, no, I don't expect you to go unless your conscience is like, you know what? I want to do some good in the world. Let me return a Sonic cartridge 100 years too late.
Yeah, I thought you implied that I went to Blockbuster to return it, and then they charged me $50,000.
No. I probably imagine that if that impossible scenario was true, it wouldn't even be that much.
Oh, no. God, this is the worst conditioned game I have. But it's Sonic 3, and this game's like normally $25. And I got it for 12. I hate that thrift store. They sometimes price things properly.
Sometimes they actually know what's up and up.
Alright, there's a few issues I have. Well, first of all, it's a chain thrift store, apparently, because there's one down the road from me that I go to, and there's one that's named the same thing that I went to get these. They tend to have good games. The one down the street always seems to have Nintendo 64 games that people trade in. It's interesting. Like, for some reason, I just always go there, and it's like, yeah, here's fucking WWF No Mercy and Turok 2. Alright, that's real lucky, thanks. I'll buy them. And then I went to this one that had an assload, like 10 Genesis games, and Home Alone on Super Nintendo, but, I didn't buy that.
Yeah, and then you totally bought that too, right?
No, I didn't. Can't say I did. But they somewhat know what they're doing, because that's actually where I bought my copy of Super Smash Bros. For the Nintendo 64. They clearly know what they're doing, kinda, because that was like $25. It's still way cheaper than you can normally get that, but they clearly saw, oh yeah, this game's worth a bit, let's price it up a bit. I also hate them, because when it comes to cartridge games, they write the price in marker on it, and it's such a pain to get off.
How dare they? No, that would actually piss me off, actually.
Yeah.
It's like, don't, like, come on, put it on a sticker.
Here, let me send a picture of this fucking Sonic 3 cartridge, because it is a disgrace.
And I remember what I was gonna say. Now you gotta do is find a Sonic and Knuckles and get the lock-on technology thing.
Yeah.
And then you'll have the best Sonic game ever made, actually.
Exactly, like Sonic and Knuckles, that's a surprise. It's not an expensive game, but it's hard to find. I've never been able to find a copy of Sonic & Knuckles anywhere. Like, I've gone to game stores and like, yeah, we got all the Sonic games, we just don't have Sonic & Knuckles. But, like, looking online, it's like 20 bucks. Here, I'll put it in the photography section of the Thorn Discord. And I don't know, Thorn could, like, put an image if he wants on in the video.
We'll see if I even remember when I get down to editing.
Oh, well, it's sideways. That's another problem. This cartridge is sideways.
Is V alright?
I saved her.
Okay.
That's good enough for me.
You don't want saved once, good enough.
Yeah, look at that disgrace.
Ugh. It's not the worst, but it's also like, ugh.
It's pretty bad. This is literally like duct tape keeping that sticker on. And if I tear it off, the whole label's coming off. Like every now and again, like when I collect games, I post on our game collecting on Reddit. I can't fucking do, like, I can't post this on there, especially with the price. It's like, that's just such bad quality, you probably should have only bought it for $5. Rule number 1, don't tell anybody on that subreddit how much you paid for anything. Because there always be people like, you got it for less if you did it online.
Did you go to this Reddit and tell people that? Or?
I did post I made the mistake previously of posting how much I spent on certain games, and they're always like, "Wow, you spent too much."
Yeah, people come out of the woodwork and they think that they're all like fucking master salesmen and hagglers.
Yeah. Plus, I like the stores I buy them from, and I want them to succeed, and I will pay a little bit more. For games and stores I like.
My favorite kind of dumb people on the internet are the ones that they talk like they're at a fucking bar, like there's some wise old veteran about like stupid shit that nobody cares about. Not even like in the way they're just like talking about a said topic, but even like in a way where like the things they say where it's like, yeah, kid, it's kind of like that. Better.
Thank you.
You had to throw a sock to get my attention.
Hey, that wasn't a sock.
Okay, I see.
Did you just like help Dakota reach the top shelf?
No, I helped stand Dakota up.
Oh.
I almost died.
Oh, I think I need to go to the fairy fountain so that she can actually make him die.
Fuck this rock.
That is not the fairy fountain.
Lucky finds. I keep seeing this like copy of Sonic Spinball in my game store that's in the box, but it's in a cardboard box. It's not in one of those plastic Genesis boxes, which are fucking sweet. But so I was just like, fuck it, I'll buy this one for $3 less at the thrift shop.
Well, I mean, at least you still got the cartridges. Stupid, wise, bullshit samurai advice, like, aside.
Yeah. I like game collecting. It's fun.
Remember when my Isabelle clip, like, really took off?
Yeah.
Alright, so, like, on the Reddit, like, on the Smash Brothers Reddit, like, they had a post where it was, like, somebody they reposted it. And, they linked it to my blog and everything, and so I made an account just to be like, yeah, hey, thanks for, reposting my thing here.
Okay, this is the stupidest one yet.
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
What is happening?
The whale's like, ooh, squash.
It's actually a post.
Whatever. What the fuck?
Thundershock.
Clearly, that will defeat me.
All right, where were we?
I was saying, like, so yeah, like on the Smash Brothers Reddit, I just made an account just to be like, hey, thanks for reposting my clip, you know, yada yada. And like, most of the comments were like, yeah, it was really funny. And there was this one guy who goes, yeah, don't expect to get famous. And I'm like, okay, that had nothing to do with what I said, but like, this is not my first day on the internet, but thanks, I guess.
Actually, you're also the fandoms guy, so I mean, you're kind of already famous.
Yeah, he should have known that he shouldn't fucking try to step up to me.
You shouldn't step up to the fandom's screechy guy who could sing.
Like, if I told him that I made Let's Plays, he would have just, like, hung himself right then and there.
Yeah.
It was just really bizarre because, but he was, like, downvoted by a lot because people were like, man, shut the hell up. But it was just
Right.
like, you get people like that for, like, dumb stuff. They really think, like, let me give you some advice, Junior, you know, let me show you how it's done. And it's like, and I don't want to be that guy and be like, dude, I've had, like, plenty of posts and shit that I've made get, like, thousands of notes and views and shit. Like, I don't care. That's not what this was about. I just wanted to say thanks. I just came here to say thank you.
See, that's what I like about Reddit. Is that unlike other websites like Facebook or YouTube, which uses some algorithm to determine what they suggest to you or what you're going to see on your front page, like Reddit just uses like votes from that specific community you're subscribed to, and that's typically what shows up on your front page. And it's nice because it's typically correct because other people in this community agree, like, hey, this is cool, other people should see it.
That is true. I actually do get recommended stuff from some of the Reddits I look at, and like it genuinely is stuff I actually like.
Yeah, Reddit
So it's like,
is...
hey, here's some cool mother artwork, and I'm like, yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, Reddit and Twitter are pretty much the only social medias I consistently use anymore. Like, I never use Facebook. Tumblr I'm using less and less. Right now it's just fucking Twitter and Reddit.
Follow me on Twitter at JigglyJacob.
Aw,
I post
Epona.
drawings.
Ah, horse.
My horse climbed all the way up to the sky for this.
Sky horse.
We call them Pegasi, but this one did not have wings.
Did the people in Skyloft ever go to the surface, like, to get supplies or anything?
Them not knowing what's on the ground is kind of a big deal, actually.
Oh, well.
That being said, I'll be right back because it's dinner time.
Dinner time.